everyone, my name is Rabia and welcome back to Python for Absolute Beginner series. And in this video, we are going to talk about user input. User input means letting the user type something and allowing your program to read and use that value. In Python, we used a built-in function called input parenthesis to do this. So let's look at this simplest example where I am trying to display my name in the output cell. So I have a variable which is name, and then I'm going to use the built-in function which is input, and in parentheses I have this enter your name, and then we have a print command. So here's what's happening. Input pauses the program and waits for the user to type something, and I have typed my name as you have seen. So whatever the user types, it is stored in a variable. In this case it's a name, and then we have the print command to display the message. So there is one important rule to keep in mind, that input is always a string. This is very important for the beginners to understand. No matter what the user types, input always returns a string. So in this particular example, I tried to print my age, and once I did that, this 25 was a string. Why this matters, let's do a simple math on this. Let's see that in this example I am trying to add +1 to my age, and once I ran the cell, you see that I get this error, which is that Python does not allow you to do that because you cannot concatenate integer and the string. So how to resolve this issue? You can just convert your input to a number using typecasting, and we have covered this concept in one of our earliest video. So what you do is that you use the integer before the input built-in function, and you can see that in this example I was able to add my age with the another number which is +1, and I got 26. But be careful while concatenating, because when you do concatenation in this way, like in the curly bracket age +1, it will again give you the string value no matter what you have done earlier. So be careful with the syntax. Let's look at another important concept, which is taking the multiple inputs. For example, in this case, I have my first input, which is the first name, and the second input, which is the last name, and I'm trying to concatenate both my first name and the last name and trying to print it. So here you can see I have typed in my first name and the last name, and once you run this, you will get the full name here. So be careful when you are trying to concatenate two numbers. As we mentioned that if you want to get the desired result, make sure to perform the typecasting. For example, in this case, I want to add two numbers. Let's say that once I want to run this cell and I want to add two numbers. Let's say if my first number is 5 and the second number is 5 again, and ideally it should give me 10, but once you run the cell you will get 55, which means that this input functions are treating these two numbers as string, and they are just concatenating them together. So to resolve this, as again you have to convert these two inputs into the integers to get the desired result. For example, I again ran this cell, but this time I use integer or the typecasting to convert the inputs to an integer, and I got my desired result, which is 10. So you can also use input with the floats. If you want decimal values, use float instead of integer. And for example, in this particular case, I have my price variable and the text variable, and I want to calculate the total price of the item. And in this case, I input my price and text, and you will get the total price, which is 25.5, which is float. So to wrap up, now you know how to take user input using input. Understand that input is always a string. Convert input using integer and float. If you would like to practice, check out the notebook linked below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.